If you are building a battery-powered IoT device, then you will want to monitor the battery's level. That way you could notify yourself when a battery is about to die. Many online tutorials instruct you to use a voltage divider for this. Two resistors that bring down your battery's voltage so that it can be measured by the ADC inside your microcontroller. However, this continuously drains the battery, shortening its lifespan, and a battery's voltage doesn't drop linearly. So it's really hard to convert a battery voltage into a percentage. Instead, you should use a special chip like a MAX17048 from Maxim Integrated. DFRobot provided me with this handy breakout board that has the chip as well as two battery connectors. You can find similar breakout boards from other brands as well. Now these boards run on I2C, so connecting them is easy. Connect 3 volts and ground to power up the board and connect the I2C lines to 2 pins on the ESP32. I'll choose pin 4 and 0. Now we can write some software. Let's start by installing a library to interface with this sensor. I've chosen to use this one, but there are other options that work just as well. So to install it, I'm going to copy the URL and I'm going to go to platformio.ini and I'm going to add it to the libdeps section like so. Now let's write some code. I'm going to open up the main.cpp file and I will start by including or by importing this library. So I'm going to say include MAX17048.h. Next, in the setup function, I'm going to start by initializing the serial. Then I'm also going to initialize the I2C bus. I'm going to say wire.begin, and then I'm going to pass along the pins that I've connected my sensor to, which in my case is 4 and 0. And then finally, we're ready to initialize the battery sensor. And to do that, we have to call fuel gauge.begin. Fuel gauge is what most libraries call this kind of chip. Now we're ready to use the sensor. I'm going to do that in the loop function, and here I want to check the battery's percentage and the voltage every second. So I'm going to start by defining 2 variables for each one of these. I'm going to start by defining a float for the percentage, and I'm going to say that's equal to fuel gauge.percent. I will do the same for voltage, so I'll say float voltage equals fuel gauge.voltage. Now, one thing to note about the voltage, the library will return the voltage in millivolts, so you have to divide by 1000 to get the actual voltage. Alright, now that we have the status of our battery, we can print it to the serial. So I'm going to say serial.print battery percentage, double point, and then serial.println percentage. And I'm going to do the same for the voltage. Serial.print battery voltage, serial.println voltage. And then to end the loop function, we're just going to delay it by 1 second so that it doesn't flood our serial monitor. And that's it. Let's flash this to our board and see what happens. All right, let's open up the serial monitor. And sure enough, you can see that every second it outputs my battery level. It says that the battery percentage is 86.34% and that its voltage is 4.13 volts. Now, what's great about this sensor is that it requires no calibration or battery cycling. It's accurate from the first go. It also has an alert pin, and with this you can ask the battery sensor to send a signal to the microcontroller when the battery level drops below a certain point. This could be ideal for when your IoT board is sleeping for long periods of time. But that's for another video. Thanks for watching, and definitely check out the other videos in this series.